Title: What is Fine Art Nude Photography? Module: Introduction to Fine Art Nude Photography. When many people hear the words nude photography, they often focus on the most obvious aspect, the absence of clothing. Yet fine art nude photography is about something far deeper. It is not defined by what is removed from the image. It is defined by what the artist chooses to communicate through the image. At its core, fine art nude photography is the use of the human body as a subject for artistic expression. The body becomes a medium through which photographers explore ideas such as beauty, vulnerability, strength, identity, emotion, movement, and the human condition itself. The history of artistic representations of the human body stretches back thousands of years. Ancient Greek sculptors studied anatomy to understand proportion and harmony. Renaissance artists such as Michelangelo and Leonardo da Vinci examined the body as a symbol of both physical and spiritual beauty. Long before photography existed, artists recognized that the human form could communicate powerful ideas about life, culture, and humanity. When photography emerged in the 19th century, many photographers began exploring the same artistic questions. They discovered that the camera could capture not only physical appearance, but also mood, symbolism, and emotion. The nude figure became one of many artistic subjects used to tell visual stories. One of the most important distinctions to understand is that fine art nude photography is not primarily about nudity. It is about artistry. The body serves as a visual element within a larger creative vision. Just as a landscape photographer uses mountains, rivers, and skies to create meaning, a fine art photographer may use the human form to explore themes of connection, isolation, transformation, or beauty. Consider a photograph in which a figure stands alone on a beach at sunrise. The image may communicate freedom, solitude, or a connection with nature. The viewer's attention is drawn not simply to the body, but to the relationship between the subject, the light, the environment, and the emotional atmosphere of the scene.
This emphasis on artistic intention separates fine art nude photography from other forms of imagery. The photographer is not asking the viewer to focus solely on physical appearance. Instead, the photographer invites the viewer to engage with ideas, emotions, and visual storytelling. Light plays a crucial role in this process. In fine art photography, light is often treated as a creative tool rather than simple illumination. Shadows can create mystery. Soft light can evoke calmness. Dramatic contrast can communicate tension or strength. Through careful use of light, the body can appear sculptural, abstract, or symbolic. Composition is equally important. The arrangement of shapes, lines, textures, and space guides the viewer's experience. Sometimes only part of the body is visible. A curve, a silhouette, or a gesture may carry more emotional impact than a full portrait. The photographer makes deliberate choices about what to reveal and what to leave unseen. Another essential element is respect. Ethical fine art nude photography is built upon trust, consent, and professionalism. The relationship between photographer and subject must be grounded in clear communication and mutual understanding. Artistic success is impossible without respect for the people involved in creating the image. Many great photographers have approached the nude figure in unique ways. Edward Weston transformed bodies into sculptural forms. Ruth Bernard used light to create elegance and simplicity. Man Ray explored surrealism and imagination. Bill Brandt turned the body into abstract landscapes. Each artist brought a different perspective, demonstrating that there is no single way to create fine art nude photography. For beginners, one of the most valuable lessons is to move beyond seeing the body merely as anatomy. Instead, learn to see shape, texture, shadow, rhythm, and emotion. Learn to see visual relationships rather than physical details. This shift in perception is often the first step toward developing an artistic eye. Fine art nude photography also challenges photographers to think more deeply about their purpose. Why are you creating this image? What idea are you trying to communicate? What feeling do you want the viewer to experience? These questions matter far more than camera settings or equipment choices. Ultimately, fine art nude photography is an exploration of humanity. It uses one of the oldest artistic subjects, the human body, to ask timeless questions about beauty, identity, emotion, and existence. The goal is not simply to photograph a person without clothing. The goal is to create an image that speaks beyond the surface, inviting viewers to see, feel, and reflect. And that is what transforms a photograph into a work of art.